Get back to the channel, baby. So I have done quite a few videos today. Did a few last night um, and quite a few today. I'd say probably 10, maybe 11. And then if you times that by two, because there's two videos on each present that I bring you, that's a lot of videos. But that's okay. I'm going to do another one, and I may even do another one after that. I'm trying to stretch them out as long as I can. That'll take a couple days and feel better, hopefully. Anyway, what am I doing right now? I'm going to do The House of the Rising Sun. Now, originally this was done by the Animals, and it wasn't Eric Burden and the Animals at some point. I don't know if he started with them or if he started with them and he left. I'm not really sure. Um, I was a kid. I wasn't a baby, but I was a kid when they were popular. I did like this song, it was House of the Rising Sun, and they had others. 8 Miles High, or was that the Birds? My mind gone. I think 8 Miles High was, I don't know. Anyway, uh, very good band. But I'm going to do Haley Reinhardt's version of it, and then I'm going to compare her version to Gigi Delana. And she's going to have the same band of one that I did recently where I really did like the band, but we'll see how they flesh out on this newest song. Now, this from Haley Reinhardt goes back a ways. I think it goes back 10 years. Um, I tried to find this song by her sooner and I couldn't. And I also wanted to find a song by somebody you would really recognize and there are people that are going to be drawn to it, and I just didn't. And so I've decided to do this one to do Gigi. So here we go. Let's get this back up here. And one more thing, and most of you know this, if my phone rings or if it texts or anything like that, it's probably my bride, and if it is, I'm going to take it. Uh, that's no, I'm not trying to be offensive to you. I know you got valuable time, but she hasn't been feeling well, and even if she was feeling well, I'm taking the call, and I'll look at my phone. Now I'm going to stay with you guys unless she asks me to come in, but if she doesn't, I'll look at it and look back at you. Okay? Here we go. Everything right?
There is a house in New Orleans.
Love her voice.
They call the rising sun.
So I don't know why I chose the subtitles in Spanish version, but hopefully some of you speak Spanish and you're good with that. And we'll back it all the way up. And those of you who speak only English like I do can recognize the song. What I meant by that.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
I don't understand any of that.
do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Yeah, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. And it's been the rumor of many a poor boy. And I know I'm one. Yeah, it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. God, I know. Well, I know I'm
So I'm gonna get this off here for a second so I can get the other one up. I don't know who did the arrangement on that. I wish they would have let the organ play like the Animals did, because the organ part in that song is one of my favorite organ parts in any song ever, really. Except for maybe was it Kansas? I can't remember, guys. Either Kansas or Boston. That's Boston. Had this really cool, smoky kind of Leslie just rotating like hell all the way through the song, and cool solo intro and outro. Same with that. And if you listen to the original by the Animals, you'll hear that fat Leslie cabinet and traditional Leslie had a big speaker at the bottom, usually like a 15 or 18, and then in the top you had instead of having a traditional mid range, and there may be variations that I don't know about, but on a true Leslie speaker from the 60s, you'd have this horn that would start to spin whenever he flipped the switch, and this horn would be three pieces, right? All connected together in the middle, and it just start rolling that sound around, and it start out slowly, and then it just starts spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and then it wind down when you shut it off. And there's no greater sound that I can think of. I love all music, you know what I do. I love all instruments if they're played correctly. I just discovered an instrument on a video that Sue and I watched, a hurdy-gurdy. I didn't know what it was called, but if there's a song about that instrument, and I love the sound of it, and I love how it looks, and but there is nothing greater than the sound of a Hammond with a Leslie B3 spinning in the background, especially if you're a keyboard player. But also, my friend Rick, who is a music snob, he's a guitar player, he's a music snob. He thinks it's one of the greatest sounds in the world as well. So Rick, I'll be watching. Anyway, I digress greatly. Let's see how Gigi did it, and the boys. I don't hold out hopes that guy's going to get me some organ going, but he might if it's the same guy. So let's get this back up. So if you haven't watched the video yet, or I might not have released it yet, so I don't want to give too much away. She did a cover of a song, and she did it in a looked like a basement studio, maybe with the band surrounding her. And I made some comments about that band that you'll just have to find out on your own, but particularly the keyboard player. All right, here we go.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's all drunk. Yeah.
Killing me. I love it. Ooh.
Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. I'm one. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, man. Now, I don't want to take anything away from the Haley version. My wife just told me the dinner is ready, so I will be going in very shortly as soon as I'm ready to comment. In fact, I'm going to tell her I'm on the way, and then she'll think I'm coming, and I'm actually not. No way. Well, and you just witnessed it that I was not honest with her. Sorry. That was freaking fantastic. That guitar player was killing it. And her with that strong voice, the band was tight. The keyboard player didn't do much, so he stayed in his lane and he did what he's supposed to do, except that he had the Nord right there, and it has a spectacular sounding, at least most of them do have a spectacular sounding Hammond on it, and you can and it has an effect like a Leslie, and he could very well have done that, and that leads me to believe he probably doesn't know how. He probably doesn't. He's a good player. He's more of a jazz player than I am for sure. But if I'd been listening to that, I'd have been roasting that organ. And if my friend Rick was here, he would tell you the same thing. It's a sound that especially on that song. If you've never heard the Animals' original version of that song, I urge you to go back and look at it right now. Listen to it right now, and you'll hear what I'm talking about. And neither one side really did anything with the Hammond on. There was a little bit in Haley's, and Haley's was good, but it was very subdued. She came along and kicked the crap out of it. I loved it. I will listen to it again after dinner before I post it. God, I loved it, guys. I hope you did. I really do. I hope you did. And man, amazing. The band was much tighter than the last one I reacted to. I don't know when it's going to come out, probably in a couple of days, maybe day after tomorrow. I have no idea. At this point, I'm just throwing them out in random dates going forward. I loved it. You saw me, I was getting a little animated, a little too much. And I don't do drugs and I don't drink. So, music, man, music kills me, especially a song like that, that I think it's wasn't original to the Animals, right? I believe that's correct. There was a blues song from New Orleans, possibly. I don't know, and I should know, and I apologize that I don't know. But man, wow. That killed me. That was great. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, and why wouldn't you? And both of these singers, Haley Reinhart from 12 years ago, and Gigi Delana from 2 months ago, or this is when it was uploaded 2 months ago. How could they not? They're both amazing singers. Give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up to me for all the crazy faces I made and the fact that I was about to jump out of my skin. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I do stuff like this all the time. I also do all of your requests eventually, unless I lose them and you have to send them back to me, Jeff Carr. And so you'll hear more like this. You'll hear things you probably never thought you would hear on this channel, and that's just a good thing. It'll broaden your horizons. Share it with your friends, especially share this with your friends. That guitar player on that Stratocaster was murdering it. He was killing it. It was very, very good. And it really made up for the fact that the keyboard player didn't really do anything, in my opinion. He played some chords and okay. Jealous much? Yes. Share with your friends, comment down below, subscribe. What else do I got? Share with your friends, subscribe. I can't remember. Comment down below. Send suggestions. The best place to send them is to my email if you have suggestions for songs you'd like me to cover, or you have 2 songs you'd like me to compare. I'm okay with doing that too. And that would be Anothercoverlover16@gmail.com. Best place to get me. You can leave them here, and I will try to make sure that I get to them. Sometimes I miss some, and sometimes I forget the names because I don't take the pictures right. It's all a big thing. If it's in my email, it's always there until I do it, and then I can delete it. And man, come back for more of this type of stuff, right? So love you guys, and peace. Thanks for stopping by, man. Wow.